Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter, it's a privilege to be here, it really is.
It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. So straight into the action. Over to the other side. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character. And it's good to see that in the game.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Irankunda. Oh, this is... Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a breakthrough already. Now he's off and running. Hrustic.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Martinez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Alvarez. Great vision. Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that is masterful defending. Australia are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception. Hrustic. Lecky.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Australia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lobbed in behind. Looking to play him in, and that is expertly dealt with. Alvarez. And it's McAllister. Montiel. Molina. And he's gone searching crossfield. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Lautaro Martinez.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's been slipped through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Baku. That's a good run down the left. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And it's McAllister. And it's Molina. Succumbs to the pressure.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hrustic. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Martinez. Nicely shaped ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Baku. It's Palacios. Alvarez. And it's McAllister. That's a sharp pass. Lecky. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Palacios. Now it's Alvarez. Lecky. That's Hrustic. Lecky. Nice control. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Iran Kunda really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Referee's given a throw. Taliafico, and that's aimed into the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Australia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Alvarez! That's put paid to the danger. Taliafico is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's got away. And he's cut it out. Martinez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Cleared away. Opts to play it back. He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter.
And he shoots! And no mistake. Argentina are level. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Alvarez. Great defending, strong and determined. Krustic. He's free, he has got space. Decent chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Martinez deals with that comfortably. Oh, that's nice. Delivered low.
That's good defensive concentration.
Now it's Alvarez. Martinez wins the duel this time. Looking for options for movement. And back to the keeper they go. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Molina. Alvarez. And that has left him in a heap. Lecky does really well there. He is strong.
Cambio.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And this is Messi.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That is good strength. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make... There's the shot! Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. That has ended up in no man's land. It's a threatening ball. Good read, needed to be. Almada. And Gonzalez.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fernandez. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Sarr. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Sarr. He's in a... And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Amrabat. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Idrissa Gueye. Morocco yet to have an attempt on goal.
Senegal really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with big chance! Senegal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. It's a good run down the right. In towards the back stick. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Brahim Diaz.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a shade optimistic. Niakate. And it's Sarr. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Gueye to Idrissa Gueye. And it's Diatta. And that's been intercepted. Salah Adine. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Idrissa Gueye. Sarr. Gueye. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee has just said play on. Chance here to counter. Sarr. 30 minutes gone. And it's Diaz. Hakimi looking to play him in. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Dia. Aimed beyond the defence. And he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! Goal! Senegal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Senegal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Sarr. Now it's Diatta. Brahim Diaz. Oh, they can break here. He's looking wide. Liakate. Sarr. And now the breakaway. Nicely weighted ball. So no flag here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. A horrible blip, a situation. And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's quick to return it. Sarr. Diatta. Nicely shaped ball. Bunu chooses to deal with it himself. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Gay. Some really good ball movement. Brahim Diaz did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good running, strong and purpose. Chance, surely! That's going to go a long way. Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Brahim Diaz has been caught there, it's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And here's Brahim Diaz. Can he finish? That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Defending was strong and firm.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Delivers with whip. Gay getting... Can he finish? Sarr.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
Great defending, strong and determined. Amrabat. That's really well manoeuvred. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Diaz. In with the challenge. And it's Diaz. Stood up well to him there. Sarr.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Amrabat. Dia. Now it's Sarr. He has found the way through. Sarr. Bunu breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Substitution.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Lovely, now then. Amrabat. Morocco are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, what has happened here? And he has been fouled there. Gay. Idrissa Gay. Unahi. And the shots, and a chance! That's put pay to the danger. Well, Morocco.
Really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Gay. Idrissa Gay. Can he spark a counter here? The final 5 minutes. Engages and forces him off the ball. Diatta. Amrabat. And Unahi. Now that looks a decent ball. Unahi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Senegal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
El Kanous. That's that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Llorente. Fabian Ruiz. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Marcus Llorente, is a surprise revelation in recent times. I think the proof, perhaps, of how a change of coach and system can have such an effect on a career. I'd say he's one of the most notable all-round midfielders about. A 4, an 8, a 6, an 11, and a 10 all in one.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good strength. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Pedri. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Lecky. Great work on the overlap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Lecky. Ferran Torres. Lecky. He's in plenty of space here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Strong running down that left flank. Lecky. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ferran Torres. He's picked his way through. He is just caressing the ball. That's really well cleared. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's fabulous. And that has been cleared. Hrustic, played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely bit of skill. Ferran Torres. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Lovely, now then. And he's running through. And the finish! He's scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Spain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Referee's given a throw. Cucurella. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Krustic. To Lecky. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he is deftly away. And the shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, that's a key interception. Lecky. Can he get it through? Irankunda unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass somewhat off target. Irankunda. Lecky. Is there any support? Lecky! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Lecky. Played out towards the right wing. Cucurella does well not to be outdone there. Space for him to turn and look. No, that's been intercepted.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Tries to dink it through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. He's had a crack. Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
A case now of complete control. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Australia with the corner, they're first. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Spain really could have done without this. Unai Simon clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Australia are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed.
Shot, surely! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's a pretty loose pass. Irankunda receives it in a good... That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for goal. They want to be quick to recover this. Defending was strong and firm. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking tidy in possession here. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he has been fouled there. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Great chance here from position A1. Well, this is a worry. They conceded from here not so long ago. He's having a go. And he's missed it. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, that is a nice touch. Under an awful lot of pressure. Now this could be a chance. Irankunda showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So what can they make of this? He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he skips past his man. Great defending, strong and determined. And they can counter here.
Spain really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Hrustic, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Spain are down to 10 men. Mikel Oyarzabal. And it's Olmo. That's going wide left. Danny Olmo. He is through here. Shot chance for a shot. Keeper always had the measure of that. And the keeper beats it away. Spread to the right. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Yamal finds himself offside. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this?
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that will be it. Spain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply...